My name is Amy Coates. I'm an immigration attorney with Bashyam, Spiro Immigration Law Group in Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm here with our managing partner, Murali Bashyam.
Hello, Amy.
We are going to talk today about I-9 forms and Social Security no-match letters. This is just going to be an overview of the basic issues in this area that we see that come up in our practice. And then if you have more specific questions that we can't answer during the time limits of this webinar, you're welcome to email us or contact us afterwards, and we will try to address those problems individually. This is just an outline of the things that we're going to discuss today. First, I'm going to hit the basics of I-9 forms, which a lot of you who are listening probably are already aware of these things. We're going to talk a little bit about knowledge, actual versus constructive knowledge. This is the thing that gets employers into trouble. Also, we're going to talk a bit about audits, violations of I-9 regulations, and penalties that could be imposed upon an employer. And we're going to talk a bit about what we believe employers can do to help themselves to be proactive here. And then finally, we're going to hit on the no-match letters. So now what would happen if the government wants to audit your company? Well, they're supposed to give 3 days notice, and this is usually done by Immigration and Customs Enforcement with some sort of warning notice that you're going to be given an audit. So you would have 3 days to get everything together and prepare. Other agencies are allowed to conduct audits or inspections as well, but it's usually ICE. What they'll do is they'll go through all of your records very closely. You have to have everything available to them. Now, the ICE is not necessarily will fine you for every little technical violation. It really just depends on the situation. In my opinion, if you show an overall, it's obvious to them overall that in good faith you are doing your very best to complete your I-9s. They're probably just going to point out the things that you should have done differently, and that'll be that. However, they can fine you for technical violations, such as if all the blocks aren't completed, it is possible to be fined for those reasons.
Or it's not dated,
Right, something like that.
Or it's not corrected properly.
Right.
And, they do look at just a pattern of corporate behavior as well when issuing fines for these types of violations. So if you've got a pattern of having technical violations, that's something that you need to correct.
Yes. Now, if it's obvious in one of your violations that they have found that you have knowingly hired someone or have continued to employ someone without authorization, whether it's actual knowledge or constructive knowledge, you can see on the PowerPoint how those fines go up. Now, the $16,000 fine, that's not a first offense. These fines, I've consolidated them, so the fines range based on first violation, second violation, third violation. And then if they find a pattern and practice of hiring foreign nationals who are not authorized to work, they'll actually, take you to court for that. The fines could be a lot larger, and you can serve time.
And that has happened, actually. Many of you probably heard ICE has been issuing, I think they issued about 1,000 audit notices a few months ago. They're really going after larger companies to make sure that their hiring practices comply. And there have been situations where they find a pattern of substantive violations where employers, for example, just turn the other way, knowing that someone's unauthorized to work but hiring them anyway. And they've done this for years. Some of those managers have gone to jail.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it. And again, just let us know if you have any questions in the future.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.